R.I.P. to Heather Heyer, killed by James Alex Field Jr. He was denied bail, a neo-Nazi white supremacist, man. It's the bullshit, the negativity, it just keeps going, man. It seems like it ain't getting no better. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't see what's going on with it, man. The FBI's opening up a civil rights investigation, and they're trying to find out what's going on with it. MC, talk to me, man. Let me know what you're thinking about all these past little dramas that's been going on and situations in the news.
Well, we all know times are crazy if we or checking our social media or watching the news, but really nothing's changed. The Bible declares there's nothing new under the sun. So what we're seeing today is we just have an opportunity to actually become aware of more and more events. We haven't even processed Charlottesville, and now there's an incident in Barcelona. We won't even get to mourn them before the next thing will happen.
Facts.
We're just flooded with so much negativity that we don't have a time to really stop and smell the roses anymore and realize that life is good.
Life is good. Facts. I'm with it, Greasy. What you thinking?
I don't know, man. You know, this shit's getting crazy out here, man, and the shit that it's really about has no real meaning.
Nah, no real meaning, man. Y'all fighting over a statue, fam. Robert E. Lee. Only thing statues are good for is for birds to take shits on them, fam. And he was a dirtbag.
I mean, listen, bro, like, let people, do what they do. You know what I mean? I don't worry about nothing. I don't care if I see a Confederate flag. I don't care. I don't say nothing. Because you know what? Nobody's going to tell me to take my Puerto Rican flag off my car.
Never that.
So I'm not going to do it to somebody else. This country's supposed to be free. Whatever you believe in, just don't chill with the disrespect, fam.
That's all it's about. Let them have their
free
free speech.
Respect everybody. I respect everybody in their beliefs. I don't bother, you know what I'm saying? But, y'all running around with Nazi flags. Not even just the Confederate flag, Nazi flags.
Facts.
When probably 60% of y'all great-grandparents probably was in World War II and died, or, fighting those people who had that symbol, man.
Facts. Trump is bugging right now. He went on and said that he was a little bit disappointed that the statue even came down. MC, what you thinking? What do you think about this whole Donald Trump situation? And are you surprised that he's even in office right now as president?
I'm really surprised because the man was a reality show celebrity, and he's known for being a businessman, but most of his business ventures have failed. So Donald Trump is really the face of white America.
Facts.
They want to tout him as a successful businessman. His father actually gave him some money to get started.
$1 million.
I think if many of us had an opportunity to not only attend prestigious institutions, have associations with prominent people, and then be bankrolled to get our start in American business, I think we'd all do pretty well.
Facts.
So I'm not really impressed with the Donald and anything he's done. He's just, he failed with the USFL. He's had a lot of failures as well. And so why would we look to him to restore or improve our economic status as a country? Donald Trump is just the face of this white nationalism and this racism and bigotry, simply because America is always looking to be divisive, and face it, democracy and capitalism are built upon the exploitation of someone else.
I just don't think Donald Trump is the person to lead us to where we need to be as a president.
And anybody who believes that is a fool.
I mean, a lot of people voted for him. You understand what I'm saying? And you have the right to vote for who you wanted.
He had the get fired, you're fired slogan.
Listen,
that's our president now, man.
There was the two lesser evils. You had Hillary and you had Donald. There was both dirtbags, but we had to pick one of the lesser evils, and y'all picked the devil. Y'all wasn't playing. Y'all went straight to the biscuits and gravy. But I feel like Donald Trump opened up a door for the racism that we're going through right now. Now, it's always been existing, but I feel like he opened up that door to make it comfortable. Back then, it was racism behind the closet. Now, we done give it to them to where they doing it out in Front Street, where you can't have a peaceful protest. Listen, a peaceful protest ain't coming out in fatigues. And shout out to Home Depot, who sold all them oil lamps, because that's the only kind of money y'all making. Y'all went out there to buy oil lamps, but didn't buy no bolts and hammers to fix your double wide trailer, fam. But we're gonna talk about that later. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not showing face, man. He opened up the door for racism to exist once again and even stronger. And it's a divide and conquer.
Well,
MC.
My whole thing is it's like it came back in circle.
Facts.
Because at first it was blatant and out in the open, and then it went into the closet, and now it's back in the open where like a motherfucker don't even care about getting punched in the face.
For real. I seen 60-year-old dudes setting it off.
Why you having these rallies in places that where the people that you claim to hate ain't really there?
Why is Grandpa swinging his cane at the young 20-year-old dude?
Why don't you go have a rally in the South Bronx, fam?
Nah, they won't do that.
Southside St. Pete. We in Florida. Come to the Southside St. Pete. Have a rally, kid.
They just shut that down in Baltimore with the statue. They said, because they
You
ain't
won't
doing
make
it
it.
there.
You won't make it out the city, bro.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean? So I don't. Whatever, bro.
We ain't with the hate, man. And listen, I'm not anti-white and I'm not anti-America. I'm anti-stupid. Stupid. Because you guys ain't moving it right. Peaceful protests ain't coming out in army fatigues or militarized and trying to intimidate people. You understand what I'm saying? You came out ready to hurt, ready to kill. And Donald Trump trying to save face.
And one thing, when the Black Lives Matter was protesting, I swore I seen a shit ton of cops there.
There was cops, but
In
they
this
wasn't
rally,
doing nothing.
I barely saw an officer in clothes, bro.
5-0 wasn't doing
Is
nothing.
that, you know what I mean? Like that. Come on, bro. You kidding me?
MC, talk to me, man. Let me know what the racism, what is that? How's it affected your life as you growing up? I know you're OG, and how, you know what I'm saying, how did you experience it and how did it affect you, and where are you now with it?
Well, you know, I actually grew up in the hood, and so I never really went to school with white children until I was in the 5th grade. By the time I was in the 5th grade, I was pretty well ensconced in black culture. You know, I loved Dr. Martin Luther King, and I was accustomed to participating in Black History Month. So when I got to a desegregated school and there was less emphasis on any sort of black history, it really shocked me. And so right then and there, I began to see that there's a definite difference in the educational system. White children grow up and they know their heritage, whether they're from Poland or German descent or Austrian, and they have an opportunity to look back to the countries of origins of their forefathers, their great-grandparents, and they know those struggles or those stories about the immigration and coming to America. But all we know is we were slaves and then we were set free. So just as far as having an identity as a people, we already have a disadvantage. And so then you just add on to that factor, that psychological factor that we have to endure of not knowing who we are, and then just systemic racism. You know, we have poor school systems. The black family makes less money than the average white family. A black man is more likely or twice as likely to be killed by a police officer. And then, of course, we make up the majority of the prison population. So what we have is a from school to prison pipeline, and most of our young warriors, the men that could be fathers and raise families, they're all incarcerated. They're all victims of the drug war, gang war. And so for white Americans to actually feel like they have to say that go march and say that white lives matter, it's a joke, because all of American society actually supports the white life.